In the middle of the large United States, there are three lands with three different spirits, but when they come together, they create a beautiful picture of nature and culture. Missouri is the place where the Mississippi and Missouri rivers curve like silk ribbons and lead through cities with much history, through fields, hills, and the free lifestyle of the Midwest. Arkansas is the natural state of the United States, where the Ozark Mountains are very green, the hot springs shine, the waterfalls hide in the old forests, and the small towns have a wild and simple beauty that makes anyone stop to admire. Michigan is the land of the 5 Great Lakes, where the horizon seems to blend into the water, where the maple forests change color with the seasons. The lighthouses stand quietly in the strong winds, and the life near the lakes is very peaceful. The three lands and their three moods of history, wilderness, and vastness come together to make a journey full of feelings. It is a trip where every scene makes you want to stop a little longer to feel, to listen, and to remember forever. Located in the center of the United States, Missouri is a special land that keeps many old historical values and the pioneering spirit of the American people. Missouri is not only known for its beautiful nature, from the endless green Ozark forests to the gentle Mississippi River, but also as the birthplace of many special symbols of culture, music, and food. This is the land of simple, friendly people who are full of creative energy, where every city and every street tells its own story about America. Missouri is located in the Midwest region of the United States and is surrounded by 8 other states, more than any state except Tennessee. It borders Iowa to the north, Illinois and Kentucky to the east, with the Mississippi River as a natural boundary, Arkansas to the south, and Kansas, Oklahoma, and Nebraska to the west. The capital of the state is Jefferson City, while St. Louis and Kansas City are the 2 largest urban centers, representing 2 opposite but complementary characteristics. One side shows deep cultural and artistic spirit, while the other shows industrial and modern energy. Missouri's landscape is diverse, from the rolling Ozark Hills and clear lakes to the wide plains. The state is in an important transportation center of the United States, with many railroads, highways, and big rivers connecting the east with the west, and the north with the south. This location makes Missouri the gateway to the West, the door that opens to the wild western land of America. St. Louis is the soul of Missouri, known as the gateway to the West, the gate that opens to the wild western land. Standing out on the skyline is the Gateway Arch, a giant steel arch 192 meters high, a symbol of the American desire for conquest and freedom. From the top of the arch, the view of the whole city and the gentle Mississippi River stretching to the horizon gives a breathtaking feeling. But St. Louis is not only about that symbol, it is also a city of art, culture, and nature. Forest Park, larger than Central Park in New York, is a favorite place for both locals and visitors, home to the Art Museum, St. Louis Zoo, and outdoor musical theaters. The Del Mar Loop area has a young and lively atmosphere, full of music, food, and street art, while the old Soulard district takes you back to the old French culture through its lively jazz bars. If St. Louis keeps the history, then Kansas City is the symbol of creativity and a lively rhythm of life. This is the birthplace of Kansas City jazz, a free and open style that helped shape American music. On 18th and Vine Street, you can feel that spirit at the American Jazz Museum or enjoy the lively melodies at the Blue Room. But Kansas City is not only about music, it is also the BBQ capital of the United States. The smell of grilled meat from hundreds of BBQ restaurants spreads through the streets. Each place has its own recipe and special sauce, creating a rich and unforgettable flavor. In the heart of the city, the Nelson Atkins Museum of Art is a perfect stop for art lovers, famous for its giant shuttlecocks sculptures on the green lawn. When night falls, the Country Club Plaza shines with lights reflecting on the water, giving a romantic feeling that few places can offer. Leaving the busy cities behind, the journey to the Ozark Mountains opens a completely different world, a place where nature speaks. Green hills, long lakes, and limestone caves hidden deep underground create a spectacular picture of nature. The Lake of the Ozarks is the jewel of the area, with more than 1,100 miles of winding shoreline, making it a perfect destination for boating, fishing, and relaxing. Ha Tonka State Park fascinates visitors with the ruins of an old castle standing on a cliff, overlooking the clear blue lake below. For those who love adventure, magical caves like Marvel Cave or Onondaga Cave offer a rare exploring experience, where the light shines through rocks that are millions of years old. In the middle of the Ozarks, Branson stands out as a place that never sleeps. Known as the Las Vegas of the Midwest, Branson is full of music, lights, and joy. With more than 50 theaters and hundreds of shows every year, it has become one of the top entertainment centers in the United States. Visitors can enjoy country, pop, or rock music shows, as well as amazing magic performances. Silver Dollar City, a theme park that recreates life in the 19th century American West, brings a mix of nostalgia and modern fun, where you can watch blacksmiths and potters show traditional crafts or try exciting rides. Nearby, Table Rock Lake offers a peaceful scene for boating, camping, and watching the sunset reflected on the calm water. The political heart of the state, Jefferson City, carries an old and quiet beauty by the Missouri River. The Missouri State Capitol is a majestic symbol with its grand dome, keeping paintings that show the history of the state. Not far from there, the Missouri State Penitentiary, a historic prison once called the Alcatraz of the Midwest, has now become a famous tourist attraction, drawing visitors with thrilling stories from the past. This small city is also charming with its tree-lined streets, peaceful coffee shops, and rare calm atmosphere, making anyone who visits feel like life is slowing down in the modern world. By the Mississippi River, the town of Hannibal keeps the childhood memories of writer Mark Twain, the father of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. His boyhood home is now the Mark Twain Boyhood Home and Museum, showing the simple life of a young boy by the river that inspired his famous stories. Visitors can take a boat ride on the river to watch the sunset, or walk along the small streets with antique shops and classic restaurants, all filled with the spirit of old America. Columbia is the academic center of the state, home to the University of Missouri, one of the most famous universities in the United States. The city has a young and creative spirit, with art cafes, outdoor performances, and lively student festivals all year round. The district area is the heart of Columbia, where old charm and modern energy come together full of life. Not far from the center, Rock Bridge Memorial State Park is a perfect place for nature lovers, with forest trails and a magnificent natural rock bridge, a proof of the power and beauty of time. When people talk about Springfield, they immediately think of Route 66, the iconic road in American culture. The city is known as the birthplace of the legendary highway that connects Chicago and California. At the Route 66 Car Museum, visitors can admire dozens of classic cars from the past century, or stop by 1950s-style diners to relive the nostalgic American atmosphere. In addition, Fantastic Caverns, the only cave in the United States that visitors can explore by jeep, is an unmissable experience that takes you into a magical limestone world deep underground. The culture of Missouri truly reflects the spirit of the American Midwest, sincere, warm, and simple. People here value community, family, and religion. In small towns, you can easily see outdoor concerts, farmers' festivals, or local football games where everyone shares happiness together. Missouri is also the birthplace of many American cultural legends. Writer Mark Twain, with his work The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, was inspired by the town of Hannibal on the Mississippi River. And singer Chuck Berry, the father of rock and roll, came from St. Louis. These people helped shape American popular culture throughout the 20th century. Missouri is one of the states that most truly reflects the soul of America, where the past and the present blend together, where the rivers tell stories of history, and where music and people bring new life to them. From lively cities to peaceful mountains, Missouri gives visitors a feeling that is both familiar and new. When you come to Missouri, you do not only explore a land, but also step into the heart of America, the place where hope, freedom, and faith in the future begin. Arkansas, the rough gem of America, is one of the states with the most natural and simple beauty in the United States. Located in the south-central part of the country, Arkansas is called the natural state because it is full of forests, mountains, rivers, lakes, hot springs, and wild landscapes that are very attractive. Among modern cities, Arkansas still keeps its peaceful, simple, and classic Southern character. This is the land where people and nature live together in harmony, where visitors can find peace, calmness, and the most honest feelings. The state of Arkansas has a special location because it borders 6 other states: Missouri to the north, Tennessee and Mississippi to the east, Louisiana to the south, and Texas and Oklahoma to the west. With an area of more than 137,000 square kilometers, Arkansas has a diverse landscape, from the majestic mountains in the west and north to the fertile plains along the Mississippi River in the east. The 2 main mountain ranges, Ozark and Ouachita, give the state its unique natural scenery and a mild climate, which is perfect for outdoor activities all year round. The Arkansas River, a large river that flows through the center of the state, together with thousands of lakes and small streams, makes this place a paradise for nature lovers who enjoy fishing, boating, or hiking. When visiting Arkansas, travelers will be fascinated by many beautiful places. The most famous one is Hot Springs National Park, one of the oldest national parks in the United States, located in the city of Hot Springs. This place is well known for its natural hot springs that were used by native people hundreds of years ago. The Bathhouse Row area, with its old European-style bathhouses from the 19th century, is still in use today, offering a relaxing and classic experience. In the warm steam, you can feel the connection between humans and nature, something that makes Hot Springs the most special destination in the southern United States. In the north of the state lies the Ozark Mountains, a paradise for adventure lovers. Here you can find the Buffalo National River, the first river in the United States to be recognized as a national wild and scenic river. The clear blue water winds between high cliffs and thick forests, creating a spectacular view. Visitors can go kayaking, mountain climbing, camping, or simply sit quietly and watch the sunrise over the water. If you love nature, the Ozark Mountains will make your heart beat faster every time you breathe in the fresh mountain air. Little Rock, the capital of Arkansas, has a different kind of beauty, a mix of modernity, history, and culture. This is where the historic event Little Rock 9 took place in 1957, marking an important turning point in the American civil rights movement. Today, visitors can visit Little Rock Central High School, now a National Historic Site, and the William J. Clinton Presidential Library, which keeps many valuable documents about the life of the 42nd President of the United States. Little Rock is not only rich in history, but also attractive for its tree-lined streets along the Arkansas River, its restaurants, cafes, museums, and vibrant art spaces. One of the most unique places in the world is located in Arkansas, the Crater of Diamonds State Park, near the town of Murfreesboro. This is the only natural diamond mine in the world that is open to the public for digging. You can bring your own shovel and sifter, and if you are lucky, you might find a real diamond. And the best part is, you are allowed to keep it as a souvenir. Many visitors have discovered valuable diamonds here, making this place an exciting destination that you should not miss. Hidden deep in the Ozark Mountains is the town of Eureka Springs, known as the fairy tale town in the forest. Its winding stone-paved streets, colorful Victorian houses, and peaceful atmosphere make it feel completely separated from the outside world. Standing out among the trees is Thorn Crown Chapel, a glass church praised as one of the most beautiful architectural works in the United States. When sunlight passes through the clear glass and reflects on the green leaves, the scene becomes so magical that it feels almost unreal. If you want to conquer great heights, Mount Magazine, the highest peak in Arkansas, will be the perfect choice. With an elevation of nearly 839 meters, it is an ideal place to admire the magnificent natural scenery, where the sky, clouds, and mountains blend into one. Visitors can go hiking, paragliding, or simply enjoy a dinner at the lodge located on the mountainside. The feeling of standing halfway up the sky, watching the sunset fall over the green forest, is an unforgettable experience. And in the city of Bentonville, the hometown of the giant retail corporation Walmart, there is a cultural gem called the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. This museum is not only a place that displays masterpieces of American art, but also an architectural wonder set among lakes and trees. With its soft curved design and glass walls that reflect natural light, it stands as a symbol of the harmony between art and nature. Arkansas also surprises visitors with many interesting things that can only be found here. It is the only state in the United States with a natural diamond mine open to the public, has more than 600,000 hectares of national forests, and thousands of lakes, rivers, and streams. It is also the home of Walmart, the largest retail corporation in the world, and of Bill Clinton, a beloved president. In addition, Arkansas has a magnificent system of underground caves such as Blanchard Springs Caverns, where visitors can explore the sparkling underground world of limestone and stalactites. The culture of Arkansas reflects the true spirit of the American South: warm, sincere, and full of music. Music is the soul of the people here, from the gentle sounds of country music to the deep melodies of blues. Traditional festivals are held all year round, such as the Arkansas Folk Festival in Mountain View, the King Biscuit Blues Festival in Helena, and the Toadsuck Days Festival in Conway, all filled with music, food, and smiles. Visual arts are also growing strongly, with many young artists and unique art spaces appearing in Little Rock, Fayetteville, and Bentonville. Arkansas may not be as glamorous as New York or California, but it has a simple, deep, and honest beauty that is truly special. This is a place where you can watch the sunrise over the Ozark Mountains, relax in ancient hot springs, enjoy BBQ to the sound of country music, and meet people who always smile warmly. Arkansas is not just a destination, it is an experience for the soul, a place that helps you find balance between nature, people, and inner peace. A rough gem of America. The more you explore it, the more it shines. And when you leave, your heart will always carry a bit of the warmth, simplicity, and charm of this land. In the heart of the Midwest of the United States, Michigan appears like a blue-green gem surrounded by water, light, and untold stories. This state is called the Great Lakes State, the land of the Great Lakes, where nature, culture, and people blend into a wonderful symphony. From the lively Detroit, the intellectual Ann Arbor, the artistic Grand Rapids, to the ancient Mackinac Island, Michigan makes visitors fall in love at first sight. Because this place is not only beautiful, but also holds the true soul of America, strong, creative, and full of life. Michigan is located in the Midwestern and northern region of the United States, surrounded by 4 of the 5 Great Lakes, Superior, Michigan, Huron, and Erie, creating a huge freshwater system like an inland ocean. The state is special because it is divided into 2 peninsulas. The lower peninsula, shaped like a raised hand, is the center of economy and population, while the upper peninsula, called UP for short, is covered with forests, waterfalls, and lakes, giving it a wild and charming beauty. With more than 11,000 inland lakes and over 3,000 miles of freshwater coastline, Michigan has such a diverse landscape that you can go skiing in the morning, kayaking in the afternoon, and watch the sunset by Lake Michigan in the evening. The climate here is typical of North America. Cold and snowy winters, gentle springs, warm and pleasant summers, and autumns that glow with red, orange, and yellow maple forests like a painting. If there is one place that shows the true spirit of Michigan, it is Detroit, the city of strength and rebirth. Detroit was once the center of the American automobile industry, the birthplace of the Big Three: Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler. In the early 20th century, Detroit was called the Paris of the Midwest because of its splendid architecture and prosperous lifestyle. Although it went through hard times, the city has risen again with power, turning loss into creative energy. Today, visitors to Detroit can explore the Henry Ford Museum, a place that tells the legendary story of the automobile industry and the people who changed the world. Not only that, Detroit is also the birthplace of the Motown music style, which made famous names like Stevie Wonder, Diana Ross, and the Supremes known all over the world. In the small space of the Motown Museum, the songs play as if they touch the heart, reminding us of a golden age of American music. Leaving Detroit, visitors can come to Ann Arbor, the university city of creative minds and artistic souls. As the home of the famous University of Michigan, Ann Arbor carries an atmosphere of knowledge and freedom. The tree-lined streets, small coffee shops, old bookstores, and street music performances make this place naturally charming. In autumn, when the maple leaves change color, the Michigan Stadium, the big house, becomes the center of emotion. where hundreds of thousands of people cheer for the Wolverines football team. Ann Arbor is not noisy but lively in its own way, a calm excitement where knowledge and feeling come together. If Detroit is the place of music and machines, then Grand Rapids is the land of art and craft beer. The city is known for the Art Prize Festival, one of the largest open art competitions in the world, turning every corner into a giant gallery. Visitors can find sculptures, murals, and modern art installations everywhere, from parks to coffee shops. Grand Rapids is also called Beer City, USA, with dozens of local craft breweries. Here, enjoying beer is not only a pleasure, but also a part of the culture, a way to connect, to tell stories, and to share pride in this land. Between Michigan's two peninsulas, Mackinac Island rises like an ancient gem in the blue water. There are no cars here, only horse-drawn carriages, bicycles, and stone-paved roads leading through white-painted wooden houses. Mackinac takes visitors back to the 19th century, when life moved slowly, gently, and peacefully. The Grand Hotel on the island is a symbol of classic elegance, with the longest porch in the world and a view that covers Lake Huron. A sweet slice of fudge, the sound of horse hooves on the street, and the sunset behind the lighthouse all create a rare feeling of peace in the modern world. And if you want to touch the purest beauty of nature, go to Traverse City and the Upper Peninsula. Traverse City is the capital of cherries, where every summer millions of cherry blossoms cover the hills in white, then turn into sweet fruits used to make pies, jams, and wine. The National Cherry Festival takes place every year, bringing colors, music, and the sweet flavors of the North. From here, just a short drive away, you can reach Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore, where huge sand dunes, hundreds of meters high, stretch along the shore of Lake Michigan. Standing on the top of the dunes, looking down at the clear blue water, feeling the cool wind and the shining sunlight, you will understand why this place was once named one of the most beautiful natural destinations in America. And the Upper Peninsula, the land of forests, waterfalls, and ancient rocks, is made for true adventurers. Pictured Rocks, National Lakeshore, located on the shore of Lake Superior, stands out with its colorful cliffs that look hand-painted, sea caves, and waterfalls flowing from the forest into the lake. Taquamenon Falls, the second largest waterfall in the eastern United States, shines with an amber color under the sunlight. In winter, this area becomes a snowy paradise for skiing, snowmobiling, and ice fishing. In summer, you can go hiking, climbing, or even chase the northern lights in the far north of Michigan, one of the few places in America where you can see the bright aurora. Not only beautiful in scenery, Michigan is also a paradise for outdoor activities all year round. In summer, people head to the lakes to swim, kayak, surf, and camp. In autumn, the maple forests turn into a giant painting of bright red, orange, and yellow, especially the Tunnel of Trees Road along Lake Michigan, known as one of the most beautiful fall drives in America. In winter, the land is covered in white snow, and resorts like Boyne Mountain and Crystal Mountain become gathering places for winter sports lovers. In spring, the tulip festivals in the city of Holland bloom, bringing visitors into a scene like a small Netherlands by the lake. What makes Michigan special is not only its nature, but also the small things that surprise people. This is the only state divided into two separate parts, but they are connected by the Mackinac Bridge, a suspension bridge nearly 8 kilometers long, standing tall over the lake, known as the Eighth Wonder of America. Michigan also has the most lighthouses in the country, more than 120, shining over the vast lake shores. Many world-famous brands also began here, such as Domino's Pizza, Kellogg's Cereal, and Ford Motor Company. And amid modern life, the people of Michigan still keep their own identity, their hometown pride, and the pure Michigan spirit, pure, honest, and strong. culture of Michigan is a delicate blend of industrial tradition, music, art, and pioneering spirit. Detroit carries the immortal sound of Motown. Grand Rapids shines with the colors of contemporary art, and Ann Arbor is the center of creative knowledge. Festivals like the Detroit Jazz Festival or Tulip Time in Holland reflect the pride and vitality of the people here. They love nature, cherish every lake and forest, and aim for a sustainable way of life. The people of Michigan are strong, sincere, and resilient, shaped by long winters. Whether they are workers, farmers, or students, they all share a spirit of generosity and optimism. It is this warmth of the people that makes Michigan a land where everyone who comes wants to stay. Michigan is a beautiful symphony of nature, people, and culture, where every lake, every lighthouse, and every street tells its own story. From the lively Detroit to the peaceful Mackinac Island, from the red shades of autumn to the white snow of winter, this land offers visitors the complete experience of an authentic and graceful America. Michigan is not only a place to admire scenery, but also a place to feel the warmth of people, the pride of hard work, and the spirit of endless resilience. Everything here, from the food and music to the smiles of the people, carries a pure and genuine beauty, true to its name, Pure Michigan. And perhaps, when leaving this place, everyone takes with them a bit of peace in their heart, like the sweet aftertaste of an unforgettable journey. And when the journey ends, we understand that Missouri, Arkansas, and Michigan are not only 3 places to visit, but 3 bright memories that stay with us for a long time after the trip. Missouri has a life where history and modern days mix together. Arkansas has the Ozark Mountains and wild scenes that are very beautiful and magical. Michigan has the wide water of the Great Lakes and the bright autumn colors along the shore. The 3 free, natural, and wide feelings come together to make a memory that we cannot forget, and they make us want to return again to listen to the stories that each land is still whispering.